Right, in this tutorial I'll show you one last little bit of puzzle changing and then show you coins and hopefully a bit of the layers if I have time. So pick up the Denzel brush and we'll flip him over and we'll put him next to the pickaxe. Delete the Denzel brush that's there now. What we're going to do here is to make it so that you have to do the Denzel puzzle before you get the pickaxe to be able to get through the rock. Now because we've moved Denzel, we need to change the properties of the rope to not disabled and the property of the pickaxe to be disabled. We'll save that and then we'll go into the scripts. Now the rope, wherever we are, the rope is object 1002 and the pickaxe is 1000. So if we go down to Denzel's code where he's re-enabling the rope, we now want it to re-enable the pickaxe instead, and we'll also change the text. So if we save that, go to the game, added the extra quotation marks in between tutorials, we've given the apple, and it gives us the pickaxe, which we can now go over, break the rock, go into the next room and pick up the rope. Fantastic. So close that, go back to the editor, and now we'll add some more coins, but we need somewhere to put them. So first of all we'll go into the brush mapping and get a thinner block. We'll put it just above Denzel's head. Now Dizzy can jump 32 pixels high, which is 4 of the blocks in the map. So that's as high as we put it. If we put it up there, you wouldn't have been able to jump up high enough. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll put another one along there. Also, it's worth noting that he can only jump across 8 blocks in the map. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's the furthest, that's the biggest gap that Dizzy can jump over with both platforms being level. So what we'll do, we'll put a couple of more coins down, and we'll put a coin on there as well, but what I want to do is put it behind a piece of scenery. So we'll take that brush and we'll change that to a piece of railing, like so. Obviously we don't want it to be block, so we'll change the brush properties of that to air, and we'll also change the colour. Now obviously it's blend, so we'll change that to opaque, put one there and one there. Now the one in the middle we'll use an item property for, but we'll pick the tile property and we'll pick the colour property so that it looks like, obviously we haven't changed it to opaque, so now it looks like a part of the scenery. It's still object 1002 though, so we need to change that. Because it's not an item that we'll ever use for anything, it's just hiding something, I'll change it completely different so that we don't mix it up. If we put that down there, now obviously it's blocking the item. However, you can put them to back or to front, and a different way you can do it, if we delete that, is you can put it on a different layer. If we put that on layer 1, because the coin is on layer 0, it'll be in front of it, and even if you try and send it to back, it won't, because it's in front of it. what you can also do with that is you can put other scenery down. Let's take a bit of that scenery and let's change it to, let's say, a fence. Use that colour and we'll change it to blend again and we'll put it down here. Now we've put that on layer 1 because layer 1 is highlighted. I don't actually want it on layer 1, I want it on layer 6 because Dizzy himself is only on layer 5. So if we put that on layer 6, then Dizzy will walk behind the fencing. Right, so if we save that and open the game up again, of course, now that's one thing we need to change. He fell through the thing. We'll change that and we'll change something else I forgot about, which was, of course, to name the object in front of the coin. So grab that bit of code and change it to that, so that it doesn't show up as blank in the game. What we'll also do, if we go into game def, we find that that is where he's being put on the game. Now obviously he's spawning in mid-air, we don't want him spawning there, so what we'll do is we'll start the game and if we press the key under the escape key in the top left hand corner of the keyboard, it adds a few other little bits down here. Now this is only when it's in dev mode. Now it tells you what room it's in there and the player position there and there. So we can see the player position X is 120 and Y is 110. So if we go to the game def again, we'll change the Y position that he spawns in to 110. Oops. And if we start the game again, there we go. Excellent. Now, one thing I didn't mention that's very important. Whenever you change him, whenever you change his X position in the map, it must be a multiple of 4. If it isn't a multiple of 4, then it'll do strange things to his boundary box and the game just won't function properly. It will, but there'll be bits that look a bit strange. Right, so now we've got 4 coins. If you remember from way back in the first tutorial, or was it the second, I can't remember. The amount of coins, the maximum amount of coins set in, there we go, he's walking behind the fencing. The maximum amount of coins set in the game def, actually, I'll show you here, is 4. And we're about to pick up the 4th coin now, and we get a different message because we've now found all the coins. Obviously, if we add a 5th coin, we then need to go into game def and change that to 5. Right, I think that'll do for that tutorial.